movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Truth. And as you can see, it's time to go back to the theater. And ladies and gentlemen, this past weekend, a new horror movie came out, and it looks like it could be quite an interesting one. My review of the 2019 horror film, Ma, coming up now. Maggie Thompson, a high school student, along with her mother, moved back to her mom's old hometown. Maggie finds a group of friends rather quickly who like to have fun and party. One day the teens try to have an adult buy them alcohol, and after a bunch of failures, a vet tech named Sue Ann feels bad for the kids and hooks them up. Sue Ann helps the group out again and asks if they would like to party in her basement as they wouldn't get caught. The teens love hanging out at Sue Ann's, who they soon call Ma, but one night things get a little too strange for Maggie. When Maggie sways her friends from hanging out at Ma's, Sue Ann gets desperate and begins to go off the deep end, and the teens soon find themselves and their families in danger. So what did I think of Ma? I thought it's an average horror thriller. There's really nothing scary that happens here, and it's certainly more of a thriller than it is a horror flick. There are some crazy or uncomfortable moments, though, as soon as some of the things that Ma does might easily make you squirm in your seat. The film has an R rating, but it mostly just uses it for swearing. And I actually thought it could have gone more over the top and pushed the envelope a little more with the blood and gore. We get to see why the character goes crazy and what happened to her in the past leading up to the events. I like that we get the backstory, but the way it's executed can be a bit annoying. The flashbacks show a bit, then comes back and shows another minute or so later. While it keeps teasing us, we can kind of guess what's going to happen already. There are a couple of twists, but I figured them out almost right away. While there are some interesting, humorously dark and insane moments, it takes a while to get there, as almost everything happens in the last 20 minutes of the film. I feel like if they were spread out a little more throughout the movie, it would have been better. The pacing also lagged around the middle, as when the kids begin trying to avoid Ma, it just sort of starts treading water and gets to be repetitive until the final act, making the movie feel longer than it actually is. The script could have been better and smarter as well, and it's full of some eye-roll inducing dialogue. The last few moments of the finale feel a bit of a letdown, too. None of the characters are really that likable, and there's nothing too special about any of the kids, as they're very one-note and cliché, making us barely care for a couple of them. Of course, the kids are rather dumb and fall for every trick in the book as well. The best part of the film is easily Octavia Spencer's performance as Sue Ann Ellington, the lonely woman who begins partying with teenagers and may have a hidden agenda. Spencer looks like she's having a lot of fun with the role and elevates the material. Also in the cast, Diana Silvers, who we just saw in Booksmart, as Maggie Thompson, the new girl in town who thinks there's something off with Ma and tries to persuade her friends from going back to her house. Juliette Lewis as Erica Thompson, Maggie's caring mother who's not thrilled about moving back to her hometown. Luke Evans as Ben Hawkins, one of the teens' fathers who doesn't want Sue Ann around his son. And McKaylee Miller as Haley, another one of the teens and party animal wondering what's going on with Ma. There's also a random extended cameo thrown in that at first will make you say, is that who I think it is? Ma has a couple of wild and creepy moments, and Octavia Spencer gives a good performance, but the story feels content with being an average and somewhat forgettable thriller. I'm gonna give it the rating of meh. It's okay. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Westside of515. Like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTruePlaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, truth out.